Okay, Central Florida in January, and I got my first Brad's Atomic tomato. I can't believe it. I've got this. We've had cold weather. We had an early winter. My fall tomatoes did not produce much, but they're still alive, and actually they're thriving. And I've got them in this greenhouse here. This was a great buy. My plants have just been really happy under it. And, you know, granted, I could just grow, use a frost cloth, and I do have a water heater in there right now, and that's keeping it at 68 to 70 degrees. I don't have it on all the time. I just turn it on when we get cold, but boy, it's been nice not to have to deal with frost cloths, and I can just unroll this and roll it back up and turn the heater on and turn it off as needed. Plants really like cold weather in winter, but the tomatoes normally do not do well in winter, but they've actually been thriving in this environment. Look at that. Those are turning. This is a cherry tomato variety. Big cherry tomatoes. I don't know which one it is. Lots of new flowers. I'm gonna be having January tomatoes, which is so exciting. And this one's the black crim. There are several tomatoes on it. You probably can't see it. My Brad's Atomic tomato, which I got from my aunt in Wisconsin. Look at that. I have tomatoes growing there. I have dill, which is a summer crop. I have lots of lettuce. I already pulled all the bok choy. There's a bunch of bok choy up here. I'm gonna replant. I've got some really happy spinach, celery. This is Chinese cabbage, which we eat off of regularly. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. This is Persicaba broccoli. Persicaba, this is exactly how it grows. It's kind of long and lanky, and you get all these heads right here. They're sweet. I need to harvest this. And then as you harvest, this is not my first harvest off of this plant. You harvest, the stems will get longer and longer, so you want to keep cutting back as you harvest, and that will make for a bushier, more productive plant. But those little florets are ready to go. This was Monty broccoli. I already harvested the second central broccoli, but I'll get some side shoots off of it, so I left it. There is calendula back here. Let's see, there's a pretty calendula. See the calendula flowers? That's a medicinal herb. This is parsley, lots and lots of parsley. Lots of lettuce. We really enjoy winter lettuce. That's the calendula down there. So this tower I have the 32 baby green spots, and then 20 large spots, for a total of 52 spots of growing. I don't know where this tomato came from. What is this? Oh, this is another Brad's. So that's part of the Brad's. I'll have to move him over here onto this trellis here. But I'm so excited about these because I've never grown these before. I didn't know how they do in Florida, because obviously if they do well in Wisconsin, it doesn't mean they'll do well in Florida. I don't think this is calendula. I think this is another flower that I planted. Maybe even a wildflower. So this will be interesting to see what I planted. I don't always label stuff, and I just go, oh yeah, that's what I planted. I could get a little more organized and actually write down what I plant. And I'm working on a chart for that. So for you guys, not necessarily for me, but for you guys. So it's now raining. We're getting a storm. I'm gonna leave this open for airflow. And tonight we're only supposed to get down to like 38 degrees. So I probably don't even need to, I'm not even gonna close it up tonight, because the water heater will keep it warm and the airflow is good for it. But I'll keep an eye on the weather. And if we start getting, freezing temperatures, then I'll close it up. But I'm really happy with this greenhouse, and I'm just pumped to have my tiny little tomato.